Hi, I'm Apurva from ClearTax. In order to keep a watch on high-value transactions, the Income Tax Act requires some entities to file specified financial transactions, that is SFTs, on an annual basis. SFTs are filed using Form 61A. So, what type of transactions qualify for SFTs? Sale, purchase or exchange of goods, rights or property or interest in any property. Work contracts, providing services, any investment made or expenditure incurred, accepting any deposit or taking any loan. Note that CBDT may recommend different values for different people based on nature of transactions. Let us take a look at the nature of transactions, the limits, and the party responsible for furnishing Form 61A. As per the table, banking companies and cooperative banks must provide Form 61A in case of 1. Cash payment for purchase of pay orders or demand drafts for amount annually totaling to Rs 10 lakh or more. 2. Cash payment exceeding Rs 10 lakh for purchasing any prepaid RBI instruments such as RBI bonds. 3. Deposits or withdrawals amounting to Rs 50 lakh or more from any number of current accounts of a person with the bank. Banking companies, cooperative banks, and post office must provide Form 61A in case of deposit totaling to Rs 10 lakh or more in bank accounts other than current account or time deposit accounts. This is applicable only for individuals. Next, banking company, cooperative bank, Postmaster General of Post Office will issue Form 61A in case of cash payment aggregating to 1 lakh rupee or more in a year or Rs 10 lakh or more in any other mode of payment against any credit card bill which is issued to a customer in a year. A company or an institution issuing debentures or bonds issues Form 61A in case of receipt exceeding Rs 10 lakh or more in a year from an individual for acquiring such debentures or bonds. A company issuing shares issues Form 61A in case of receipt of 10 lakh or more in a year from an individual for acquiring such shares. This includes share application money received. Listed companies issues Form 61A in case of share buyback from a person for an amount totaling Rs 10 lakh or more. Manager or trustee of a mutual fund issues Form 61A in case of receipt equal to or exceeding Rs 10 lakh in a year from an individual acquiring the units of such mutual fund. A dealer of foreign exchange will issue the form in case of receipt from a person for sale of a foreign currency or expenses incurred in such foreign currency via a debit card or credit card or via issue of draft or traveler's check or any other financial instrument for an amount annually totaling to Rs 10 lakh or more. Inspector General or Sub-Registrar appointed under the Registration Act 1908 issues the form in case of sale or purchase by a person of an immovable property worth Rs 10 lakh or more of sale value or value as per the Stamp Valuation Authority. Also, people liable for audit under Section 44AB of the Income Tax Act issues the form in case of cash receipt exceeding Rs 2 lakh by a person for sale of goods or rendering of services other than the ones specified above. The due date to file Form 61A is 31 May of the following year for every fiscal year during which a transaction occurs. Under Section 271FA, a penalty of Rs 500 per day shall be levied for the initial failure to file within the due date. In case the assessee continues to default or does not respond to the notice within 30 days from the date of issuing notice, a penalty of Rs 1000 per day of such default will be levied. You must note that filing nil statement is not mandatory. However, it is recommended that you file SFTs even if you have not made any high-value transactions during the financial year but fall under the reporting class as per the Income Tax Act. So, how to file SFTs online? Step 1. Register yourself on the Income Tax Department's reporting portal and log into your account. The link for the website is given in the description box below. Step 2. SFTs must be uploaded only in XML format. It must adhere to the prescribed schema as specified by the IT department. Step 3. Upon generating XML file, sign and encrypt the file using Submission Utility. Prepare the package to be uploaded. Step 4. Submit the statement on the portal. Step 5. Upon successful submission, an email will be sent to your registered email address along with acknowledgement number. For more information on SFTs, click on the link provided in the description. I hope the video is informative. Like and share my video. Subscribe to ClearTax channel and hit the bell button to receive notifications of our latest videos. Thank you.